Respected madam, teachers, and my dear friends, myself Pradnya Mohite from Standard 9th. Today, on account of National Science Day, I would like to deliver a short information about Raman's effect. India celebrates National Science Day on 28th of Feb every year in honor of physicist C.V. Raman's discovery of the Raman effect, which gave Asia its first Nobel in the sciences in 1930. In 1921, C.V. Raman was on a trip to Europe when he noticed the striking blue color of some icebergs and the Mediterranean Sea. He was inspired to understand the reason behind the phenomenon. He conducted experiments with transparent blocks of ice and light from a mercury arc lamp. He recorded the spectra from shining the light through ice and detected what would come to be known as the Raman lines, caused by the Raman effect. The Raman effect is the process of scattering of light particles by molecules of a medium. The scattering occurs due to the change in the wavelength of light as it enters the medium. When a beam of light travels through a dust-free transparent chemical, a small fraction of light emerges in directions other than where it should. Light consists of particles called protons, whose energy is directly proportional to the frequency with which they travel. When they strike high speeds, they bounce back and scatter in different directions depending on the angle with which they hit the molecules. Most of these scatterings are elastic. The protons retain their energy and are deflected with the same speed as they were traveling with. However, once in a while, the molecules of the medium light passes through, absorb, or give to protons that strike them. The light particles then bounce with decreased or increased energy and thus frequency. When frequency shifts, so does the wavelength. This means that light reflected from a body like the Mediterranean Sea or an iceberg can appear to be of a different color. The effect is extremely negligible when measured and occurs in very low amounts, but each medium contains a specific molecule scattering signature relating to particular molecule and its numbers. This gave birth to the field of Raman spectroscopy, which has extensive applications around the globe and across fields. It can help in determining chemical bonding structures, characterize materials, determine temperature, find out crystalline orientation, identify pharmaceutical chemicals, discover counterfeit drugs, identify pigments in old paintings and historical documents, and detect explosives using lasers from a distance. Raman and Krishnan's work was expected to win the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1928 and the next year, but didn't until 1930. Raman won solely, Krishnan didn't share the award, although his name was given an honorable mention. Once again, I wish you Happy National Science Day. Thank you.